I'm your host, Antonio Balthazar, and this is I Barely Survived. Today's special guest is an eyewitness to the recent massacre of the Danish High Court. Horatio, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
No, the pleasure is all mine. And thank you for telling the story. So what brings you here?
So, my good friend, Prince Hamlet, he's recently deceased, bless his heart. He asked me to carry on his legacy and tell his story.
So how do you know Hamlet, Horatio?
So, Prince Hamlet and I, we went to school together. We were good buddies in university, and I came over to visit him and check out how he was doing. And I came over to help him out with some troubles he was having.
More into depth about these issues, Horatio.
Yeah, sure, no problem. So as everyone probably knows, the King of Denmark recently passed on, King Hamlet. So I came in to sort of talk to Hamlet and, console him, seeing as that we're good friends. And he came to me with a little bit of a moral dilemma. He said that some of the guards had recently seen a ghost that very much resembled his father, King Hamlet. So they called me up one day to the barracks, and they said they saw him up on the roof. So I went up there, and I can confirm it. I saw it with my own eyes that it did look a lot like King Hamlet. Later on, Prince Hamlet told me that he had had a meeting with this ghost, and he identified himself as King Hamlet, and he said that his brother, current King Claudius, had killed him. He had poisoned him, and that he needed Prince Hamlet to avenge his death.
Wow, that is very troublesome, Horatio. What did Hamlet do about this?
So obviously Hamlet was very conflicted about this. So he came to me and he talked to me about it for a little bit, and he developed this plan. He was like, he wasn't sure if Claudius had actually killed his father, if he was just imagining it, or what was going on. Maybe it was out of grief, or he wasn't sure at the time. So he devised this scheme where he would set up a play that very much resembled the way that King Hamlet died, and they would have a villain which very much resembled Claudius, and then they'd see, I'd have to judge based on Claudius's reaction whether or not he was guilty. So it turned out that we came to the conclusion that he was guilty. He got visited by the ghost once again to confirm it, most definitely, that Claudius was guilty and killed King Hamlet. So Hamlet decided that he must avenge his father's death and kill Claudius.
So tell me, how did Hamlet plan to even kill Claudius, Horatio?
Well, see, that was a big issue for him. He was really conflicted. He wasn't sure if he was going to kill him or not. At first he was all gung-ho for it, but the closer and closer he came to it, the less he really felt like actually going through with it. So he never really developed a full plan, but as it turns out, Claudius actually developed a plan of his own to kill Hamlet. So he tricked Hamlet and Laertes into dueling each other, and he had Laertes poison a sword. So the match would be rigged, and then once Laertes got a hit off on Hamlet, he would be poisoned and die.
Laertes, come here. Got some poison. Remember, one strike, and he'll be dead within 30 minutes.
Okay, got it.
In the scene, Claudius tells Hamlet and Laertes to make peace, so Hamlet opens up through his ever-eloquent diction and makes it certain that he holds Laertes at no fault, and he offers his full love, hoping Laertes will do the same. Hamlet also explains that he feels pity for the soul of Polonius, as Hamlet had no intention or awareness of his killing of Polonius, and the action was one entirely done out of madness and fear. He is deeply saddened by the lives taken in his pursuit of revenge for his father's death. Hamlet, through his careful word choice, also conveys the emotion behind his sorrow and makes it apparent that Hamlet has a moment of clarity and acknowledges the true tragedy that the whole situation has become.
Laertes, give me your hand. Hamlet, come take this hand.
Give me your pardon, sir. I have done you wrong, but pardon, as you are a gentleman. This presence knows, and you must needs have heard how I am punished with a sore distraction. What I have done, that might your nature honor, an exception roughly awake, I here proclaim was madness. Wasn't Hamlet wrong, Laertes? Never, Hamlet. If Hamlet from himself be ta'en away, and when he's not himself does wrong Laertes. Then Hamlet does it not. Hamlet denies it. Who does it then? His madness. If it be so, Hamlet is one of the faction that is wrong. His madness is poor Hamlet's enemy.
I accept the love that you have offered to me, and I hold you in no physical wrongdoing, but my honor still stands wounded, and for that we must battle.
After Hamlet and Laertes had made their peace, it was time for them to each select a weapon. Laertes chose the poisoned weapon, as had been agreed upon between him and Claudius previously. Hamlet stuck with a traditional sword.
Gentlemen, you can choose your weapon. I don't like this one. This I like.
Alright, I see no fault with this weapon.
Sounds good. Let the battle commence.
And now I drink to Hamlet's health. And now I also drop this pearl.
The second round may commence.
I admit a hit!
Good job, Hamlet.
Let me propose a toast to my son, Prince
Gertrude!
Hamlet.
Do not drink.
Fault me not, husband.
Hamlet, do you want to drink?
No, I will wait till the very end.
Is it time?
Ha!
Oh my god.
The drink! I've been poisoned!
Don't let anybody leave.
Hamlet! I've been killed with my own poisoned sword. You've been hit and you will die too soon.
But why?
It was all his fault. The king, he killed us.
You must die, you must die.
Oh,
Drink it.
I beg your pardon. Your thought was noble. I wish that we must forgive each other for the next life. My lord, are you okay?
I'm already dead.
No, it can't be. No, then I must die too.
No. Wait.
Let's get on the starting line.
You must live on and tell my story and protect my legacy.
I will.
Promise me.
I promise, my lord. Just stay here with you.
I'm so sorry for your loss, Horatio. I know Hamlet would have been such a great friend.
And he really was. He was such a great man. And all I hope to do is give his story justice. But I'm worried that I won't be able to do that, you know? Just Hamlet was such a great speaker, and I'm worried I'm not being able to do justice to the story the way that he would have if he was still alive. You know, for example, I'm not able to convey the look on his face when he died. And he had such pity for the world that so many people would have died for his cause. It was a righteous cause, but he didn't want to see people die like that. He didn't want Polonius to die. He didn't want Ophelia to die. Certainly didn't want Gertrude to die. I don't think he wanted to die. He didn't want me to die. And it's all because of him that I'm not dead now. He was such a great leader, and I'm all the better for having known him.
I know this is very emotional, but thank you for sharing your story. And I'm Antonio Balthazar, and this is I Survived with Horatio.